Good evening. Sorry I was a bit late. I actually went for a big walk today and then came home and cooked dinner and just finished. So sorry for being late. But what I thought we might do today, because, you don't have to plan these things too far in advance. Sometimes you do, but today, not so much. I thought today I might actually just go through a couple of the resources that are available to you. So let me just grab this book as well. All right, so I've got me a couple of books that I want to show you and some information, and we will go through that. Actually, I do know what else I'll bring up. So let me just grab this screen and I'll show you what is available for you to have a look at if you're interested in learning about your oils and what they can do and all of those things. So welcome to Wednesday night talks with Tia the Oil Lady. That's me, and I've been aromatherapist for about 25 years now, and I've been a doTERRA advocate now for just over 5 years. So so things that I say will be some from doTERRA and some from previous experience and learning throughout all of those years. And welcome to our class. Now, if you're not aware of exactly who we are, because I know we picked up a couple of new followers on the weekend at the Wellness Expo, the Camden Wellness Expo, which was great. And if you caught my talk, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, go over to the Camden Wellness Expo. I'll pop, I won't be able to pop it in there, but this is what you're looking for. Oh, actually, no, if I do it on this screen, I'll be able to put the link in for you, because it was a great expo. We had a great time. We loved it. And my chat was really cool. I really enjoyed it. We talked just about ways of selecting your oils. So tonight we're going to talk about very much logic ways of finding your oils and about safety and things. But on the weekend, I talked more about how to get your oils intuitively and how to pick them. And it was an interesting chat. So we will head over there. Let me just, what do I need? I need that one. Okay, so let me just pop that link in the post for you. Now, as I'm speaking, I do have a whole pile of online classes that you are welcome to follow along at any time. And those online classes can be found at tiatheoillady.com. And you'll actually find videos attached to a lot of them. And you will also find lots of notes and things. So they are, that's another resource that you have available to you. So let me just put in this one. So the Camden Wellness Expo was the one that we did on the weekend, and there was lots and lots of things happening there. So that was great. Tiatheoillady.com is the online classroom, and you'll find lots and lots of stuff there. So if you're after specific recipes for working with your kids or for working with older people, menopause, teenagers, sleeping, cooking, there's like 35 different classes over there, all with notes and things, and the majority of them now have a live video from our Wednesday night chat with them as well. So you've got plenty of information over there for you to have a look at. So feel free to pop on over there at any time. Now, while I'm talking tonight, if you do have any questions, please pop it in the comments. If you are watching, just say hello so I know that I'm not just talking to space. Either way, I'm happy. I'll just keep talking anyway. We will try and keep it relatively short today. So, okay. Now, the first reference, I'm going to show you two big books first, and then I'll show you just the little free downloadable one that you can grab. So there is this beautiful book. Now, I love this book. The only thing is, it is like a $60 book, and every year it's outdated, okay, because every year they release new oils. So this version is probably 3 years ago. So it's got all the basics in it, and none of the information has changed, but it's missing a lot of the new stuff. But there is an app called The Essential Life. So if you go into your app store and look up The Essential Life, there is an app for this book, which is brilliant because you can literally go into the app and you can type in lavender and it'll give you a whole pile of stuff for lavender. Or if you're more specific, you can type in, sunburn. You can actually type in the symptoms or the things that you're looking to treat. And then it will give you a whole pile of recipes and information around that particular thing. So excellent app, beautiful book. Like, I love the book. As far as books go, it's a gorgeous book to look at as well, with, all the info on your oils. Which one's that? All the info on your oils and what's in them. But all of this info is on the app as well. And like I said, the book is great. I love it. But every year when they release new oils, your book is out of date. So I like the app for all the new stuff. So that book is brilliant, and that's the app, The Essential Life. Now, I think I put a post up on Facebook and things about once a month that's about this book and about the app. So you can jump in and grab that one at any time. This is the other one that I love. I love the Oil Magic. Okay. Now, Oil Magic has a lot of the Symphony of the Cell protocols in it as well. So it's got a little bit very similar information, but it does cover a little bit more of things. And then right at the back, if you're a bit of an oil nerd like I am sometimes, it's got the science and the research behind the oils, and it talks about the chemotypes and everything. So I love this book for that reason. Inside it, it's got some beautiful information, and it usually finishes with, for each oil, it also then gives you a bit of an idea of the emotional context of it. And instead of just saying this oil is great for this, this, and this, if you look up really close, it actually says this oil is great for, and this is how you use it. So I love this book for that reason. Now, this one doesn't come as an app. What this one comes as is a virtual book. Okay, so you actually have to purchase it, which again is cheaper than the $60 version from the States, because I've looked at trying to get them. There is a place, you can get them. There is a book place in Australia. It's actually at Ingleburn or somewhere where you can order this book. And I'm sure when Kerry's heard this one, she'll jump in and give us the name of it, because it's a friend of hers, which is great. And it is, again, a beautiful book. But again, every time they release a new oil, your book is out of date. Okay, so I love the virtual book because every time information is updated, so is your virtual book, which I find is brilliant. They also, every now and then, they do special offers on other ones that go with this book. So I've got all the ancient oils. I've got all the unusual oils. So I've got information on literally any oil I want. So they've just released the Midnight Forest one. Okay, we don't know a huge amount about it, but I'm going to guarantee if I go into my virtual book, it's already there for me. So I love that app. And that one, that book, okay, the other book, the Essential Life's the one that's about $10 a year to have. And this book, you buy it once and it's yours. So it's worth having a look into. I do, again, once a month, pop the link up for this one, and you'll know that it's this book because it's actually got that picture on the front. Okay, so the Oil Magic book is another amazing resource, and I really, really love that one. And it's got all sorts of things. Like this one's even got, and some people will laugh at me because they know I'm a bit of a techie nerd as well. Under each oil, for example, it's also got like little QR codes that take you to more information and research on the different oils. They talk about the co-impact sourcing. They talk about the stories. It's got a lot of great information in it. So let me write those two things down for you so you know what we're looking at. So the books, I'll put my favourite books. My favourite books are Oil Magic and The Essential Life book. The Essential, what's it called? Yeah, The Essential Life. Okay, so they're the two books that you look at. And like I said, one has an app and one has a virtual book. And the good thing with the virtual book, with the Oil Magic, is you can actually go in and look it up. So again, just type in lavender and it'll give you a whole pile of information on lavender. But it also has, you can actually use it as an amazing learning tool, because the way they've set it up, you can actually go through chapter by chapter and it lets you know when you've done that chapter. So it's it's an interesting learning tool, that one as well. So just to remind you, that was this one. Okay, Advanced Oil Magic. Okay. So that one there. I will find the links again and pop them in under this, but you will find that they pop up every month anyway. Okay, so the other resource that we have, the freebie resource that I mentioned, is the guidebook. Okay, now the guidebook, you can go to my website. So I think it's gosh, I should have checked. It's on one of them. I'm pretty sure it's on the Oil Hut, where you can actually just go and, oh no, because, sorry, this one is on theoilhut.com, because I've put it in conjunction with the Essential Oil Academy, which is where I get a lot of my online classes from. So this book is downloadable from Tia the Oil Lady. Okay, and it just covers the basics, or the first half of literally every single class that is there. So this one's not going to go into treatment and specific oils and things like that, but it is going to talk about where oils come from, how to use them, and how to use them safely. It'll talk about the safety of oils. It talks about dilution and where and how to use your oils. So this one, like I said, this one is a freebie and it's downloadable from Tia the Oil Lady. So because we haven't done basics for a while, I thought we would just sort of go through this one a little bit and, yeah, go from there. So one of the great things, I forgot this was in here. This is a really cool resource. Where are we? It goes that way. Okay, so we've got the ear, hands, and feet. And if you look up close, it'll actually tell you like what different organs and parts of the body correlate to that part of the ear, for example. So I know I've got this piercing here, the daith piercing, right through the meridian that works on migraines. Okay, so if I didn't have the piercing, then I could use my ice blue or whatever on that spot very gently, very carefully, because you don't want to get it actually in your ear canal. But you can find different areas that work. So, for example, I know that this part of the foot, that big blue line there, that's your spine. So if you're having any back issues, you know, especially at the moment when you can't go and see a massage therapist, know that if you're using your oils like your ice blue or your wintergreen or even just your lavender again, any of the oils that help relax the muscle, that get in and penetrate and just help release it, then you can literally put it on that part of your foot and you will feel some relief on your back. Okay, if you're getting a bit snuffly, massaging under this part, where are we? Here, under this part of your toe, okay, under the base of your big toe. It's kind of weird when everything's backwards on the screen. Okay, if you do right there, I'm not going to move my finger. That area there, if you massage that area around the base of your toe, you will find that that will help with congestion on your lungs and things like that. So that's a really good spot to massage your on guard or your easy air, that's a really good spot. But as you can see, there's lots and lots of lists of which parts correlate with which parts of the body. So if you do have a specific area that you're working on, you've got that reference right there. So if you sort of pick it up and go, oh, you know, I'm a bit, oh, there's a great one, sciatic nerve. Okay, so if your sciatica is playing up and you want to use something, then, you know, my first thought would be, again, the ice blue, because it helps to relax it. So a drop of ice blue on your finger, and the sciatic nerve is just in here. So massaging that part of your ear is going to help send that energy through the meridians and help with your sciatic nerve issue. And obviously, if you can, put it on your sciatic nerve or like on that area, do that as well. But you do have some reflexology points that work. You know, I don't know if you've heard, but headaches, for example, if you squeeze in between that part of, in between the webbing of your thumb there, that part there, that's brilliant. And, you know, like today, doesn't hurt at all. I can squeeze that all I like. When I've got a headache, you touch it and you flinch. So that's a really good spot. And again, just holding it is going to send the energy through that meridian. But if you put a drop of ice blue or past tense or peppermint and put it there, that's a great one. So, you know, like you can put it on your temples, because we know that that helps with headaches. But if that's not quite cutting it, then do it here as well and just get it onto that part of your onto that meridian, onto that reflexology point, and you will find that that will help you get some relief from it as well. So that's kind of cool. And those charts are in the free book. Okay. So you will find that you've got oils that so that you'll see different letters. When you look through different books, you'll see sort of some different letters. And three of the letters that we see are N, D, and S. Okay, so these are classifications of oils for topical use, and topical is when we use it on our skin. Okay, so you might see this sort of coding. Okay, so N is neat. So that means that you're going to take the oil straight from the bottle and use it on your skin. Okay, so they're oils that can be used without dilution. And it's usually because they're mild oils. Okay, so they're gentle, they're mild. You know, you can use a drop of lavender, neat. You can use a drop of frankincense, neat. Tea tree, melissa, sandalwood, they're ones that you can use neat. Now, don't get carried away with them. When we say neat, I'm talking like one drop. Don't waste your oils, you know, especially when you're talking oils like frankincense. You know, it's not the cheapest oil, and sandalwood is even more expensive because sandalwood's in a tiny little bottle and it's more expensive than frankincense. So I think it's 146 for 5 mils and 120 for frankincense for 15 mils. So your sandalwood's like 4 times the price of frankincense. So you don't want to be going, yeah, it's safe, I can use that neat, and putting one drop. One drop is all you're going to need. Okay. And if you've got to do it 3 or 4 times a day to treat a particular thing, that's fine. But don't get carried away and use lots and lots. So anything that is neat, that's fine. And we're talking again about topical, so on the skin. If it says D, that's for dilute. Okay, and it is really important that you do dilute most of your oils when you put them on your skin. Okay, so one of the ways we dilute them is with our fractionated coconut oil. Okay, now by diluting, what happens is most people go, oh, but if I dilute it, it's not going to work as well because I'm not getting as much of the actual oil. Well, you are. Okay, when you dilute it, what happens is the carrier, the fractionated coconut oil, helps it go straight into your skin, and it actually reduces the amount of evaporation that you get from your oils. Okay, where if you put it on direct, the molecular size is too big. Your body doesn't absorb it as readily as it does if it is broken down in your carrier oil. Okay, so when it sits on the surface longer before it goes in, more evaporates. So you might think if I use it neat, it's going to work more effectively because I'm getting it stronger. You're not. Okay, because a lot of it will evaporate before your body absorbs it and utilizes it. So if you do pop it into a carrier oil or even a like an unscented cream, that's another great way to use it as well, depending where you're using it and how you're going to get it into the skin. Then the unscented cream is another great way to do that. Okay, so there are some oils, definitely some of your hotter oils like cassia, cinnamon, clove, oregano, thyme. Seriously, they need to be diluted before you put them on your skin. Okay, now if you're not sure whether you can use it neat or diluted, just dilute it. It's a simple one. Okay, dilute first. Okay, and then if you have found out that, you know, you could put a drop directly on it, you know, oregano, for example, whilst it says dilute, I know that if I put oregano on the tip of a cotton bud and put that tip directly in the middle of a wart, that's going to help with the wart. But if I'm using it generally, then dilute. Okay, so it's only when you've read up and you're using something quite specific that I would go neat. Okay, the other coating that you see is sensitive. Okay, and they are oils that really should be diluted, especially before using them on young or sensitive skin. Okay, very rarely do we use an oil neat on a child, for example. Lavender, sure, 1 drop. Okay, you could probably use on a child, but it's not going to hurt to dilute that either. Dilute some that are listed: bergamot, black pepper, eucalyptus, ginger, peppermint. They're examples of sensitive oils, so ones that you've just got to be a little bit more wary of. And again, if you dilute it, you're still going to get the benefit of it. Your oils are going to go that little bit further and it's still going to work. Okay, now if you're using it quite specifically and you're not sure whether you should dilute or not, again, dilute it. Okay, if it takes 3 days longer to do its job, that's fine, but you know that you've done the right thing by diluting it, and that's okay as well. Okay, righto. Although unusual, occasionally it is possible to have a sensitivity response to an essential oil. This occurs when there is heightened reactivity of an essential oil that may result in an unwanted response in the body or in the skin. Awareness of your body and how it reacts to different essential oils, amounts applied, and location applications can help minimize risk and ensure safe usage. Okay, so again, just go gentle, don't get carried away, and if you're not sure, dilute. It keeps it nice and simple, which is how I like to teach your oils anyway. There are in the book a few other listings of things to be wary of, to be safety tips, basically. So there are some of those. And it also talks here quickly about other effective methods of topical use. So adding a few drops to your warm bath, making a hot or cold compress, and adding your oil to a lotion or moisturizer, which I did mention. Okay, now dilution basics. That's kind of where we're up to. Topical. There's a lot of information there on topical, so we'll quickly just cover that. Topical basically is any time that you're putting it on your skin. Okay, so I use my Intune every morning on my wrists and on my neck. That's a topical application. Okay, when I use my skincare with the Celubel and everything in it, that is a topical application of my oils. There are oils in my shampoo, again, a topical application of those ones. Okay, aromatic is a different type of use, and aromatic is when we pop it in our diffuser, which isn't connected, which is good. Okay, aromatic is when we pop it in our diffuser. We've got this little one here. That's on, lid's on backwards, it doesn't matter. Most of your diffusers will have 2 buttons. Okay, one is to do with the time of it and one is to do with the misting. So this particular one, for example, this is actually the older version. There is a newer version out, but this one, if you press the light button, it's going to turn on a white light, and it doesn't affect the use of the diffuser at all. You don't need to have the light on for it to work, but you can have the light on if you want. The other button gives me the option of 1, 2, or 4 hours. The new one, I'm not sure of the numbers because I've got this one, so I never bought the new one. The new one I think is 2, 4, and 12 hours maybe. So it gives you an option, and when it's plugged in, you'll see once you press it, there's a little light that goes across the top there, and that corresponds with the number, and it lets you know how long you've got it going for. Now, sometimes, depending on your diffuser, if you've got it just going for the shorter version, it is a constant stream. Okay, I know when I use, where is it? That one gone? Oh, okay, my other diffuser's gone. When I use my my white one, that's not a doTERRA one, when I use that one, if I've got it on for 6 hours, it's a constant stream. But if I've got it on for 12, it's a 30-second on-off one, and that's why it lasts twice as long. Okay, and that one, some of them have multicolored options. So if you press it once, it'll turn the light on. It'll then just rotate through the colors. If you particularly want a color, for example, the red, surprisingly, is the one for sleeping. If you want it on the red, you just keep pressing the button until you get to red, and then it stays on red. Okay, now all your diffusers, or all your good diffusers, will do this. Okay, the lid will come off. Now, you fill them up with your water. Okay, fill them up to, they'll all have a line or a marking or something in them so you know how much water to put in them. And then into your diffuser, 4 to 6 drops of oil is all you need. Okay, so you do that and pop them in. Now, see this bit here? If there is no water on that, it'll turn off. It'll turn the light off. It'll turn the water off, okay, or turn the diffuser off. So that's a safety mechanism. So if you were to knock it over, okay, or if the kids were to knock it over, or the cat knocked it off the shelf or whatever, you will have a little puddle of water, but once there's nothing on that, it will turn off. So they are quite safe to use that way. That's aromatic. One way to use your oils aromatically, because it, like I said, it puts the steam up through the thing. It goes through your whole house. You know, you may not smell it, and that's okay. You don't need to smell it the whole time, but know that it is there doing its job. And, you know, at the moment, if you've got your On Guard and your Easy Air in there, that's going to help you with the seasonal changes and, you know, the sniffles and the bits and pieces that we all get in winter. And, you know, I went for a walk this afternoon. It was beautiful outside, but if I go out there now, it's going to be really, really cold. So we're in that sort of change of season where we have massive extremes of heat. It's not like it's hot all day and all night, or cold all day and all night. It is absolutely beautiful at some stages, but then it turns bitterly cold. So, you know, a lot of us do get sniffles and whatever from just because of that. So it's nice to know that if I put my On Guard and Easy Air and things in, that I'm supporting my respiratory system and helping my immunity and my breathing is a good one. Now, dilution, like I said, if you do go in the book, you will find that there's a whole pile of information on using your oils topically. So we're on your face, temples, chest, it just goes right through all your different instructions there. And there is a chart there that tells you sort of what those different areas do and why that's a really good place or a good way to use them if you're using them topically. What else we got? Okay, then it goes into a little bit about the multivitamin, the doTERRA multivitamin. It is phenomenal and it's absolutely brilliant. And if you order that each month, it's a month's supply. And if you do that each month on your loyalty rewards, every 4th month is free. So, which is cool. You still got to order something to get it, but you can order the lip balm on the 4th month and then start again and do it for 4 months. Anyway, it's a great little multivitamin. Okay, now I'm going to quickly go back to using your oils because I didn't do that one. The other aromatic way that I like to use them, and I do this one a lot for people and I show them, is I like to use them pretty much directly on my hand. Okay, so whether I've used them from a roller bottle that's already made up or from an oil, so it just depends what it is and what I'm using it for. Okay, you can do it either way, but just rolling it on your hand, okay, rolling it on your hand and then rubbing them together and cupping them over your mouth and nose and just inhaling is phenomenal. It is a really good way to get that oil, to get that aromatic effect really quickly because you're breathing it in, you're getting those particles. You know, if I put 3 drops in my diffuser, you know, it's going to be going all day and that's great. But if I put 2 drops on my hand and do that, I get it straight away. It's straight into my system and it's starting to do its work, which is great. Beauty of oils is, of course, that after 24 hours, they're gone. They're out of your system. They've been in, done their job. They've cleaned your blood. They've gone through your lymphatics and they've left. So they're a really, really polite substance. So I love that. Mainly because, you know, like if you, I'll tell you this, I'll admit to it because it was, it's just the way it was. When I first was perimenopausal, okay, I had itchy skin like you would not believe. And so I would go to the chemist and he would give me a antihistamine. I knew the word. He would give me an antihistamine and it would work for the first week and it was okay the second week. And the third week, my skin would still be itchy as and it wouldn't be working. And literally every month I would have to change the brand that I used or the type of antihistamine that I used because my body built up immunity to it that quickly. You know, I'd be able to go back to it occasionally, but it would be like 6 months later for it to have any effect. I would have to have a fairly decent break between doubling up on a particular brand, which you can imagine was quite irritating and it really did bug me. But what happens is little bits of your pharmaceutical stuff does build up on your kidney and your liver, and that's why you build up a bit of an immunity to it. You know, if you're a chronic headache sufferer, you'll find that, you know, when it first started to happen, you know, you could take half a tablet and you'd be laughing, you'd be great for a week. But then all of a sudden, you know, it would build up and now you're on like 2 a day and then you're on 4 a day. And that's because there's such a build-up that your body needs more because of the build-up that it's got, the resistance that it has to it. So the beauty of your oils is you can use them and in 24 hours, they're gone. So they're brilliant to use because you're not getting that resistance build up from the different ones that you use. So I love that. I think that is just brilliant. Anyway, how do we get oils into your house? Okay, I've got mine. I've got my oils here. I've got my books. I've got my information. You can get, like I've said, lots of information on the internet and on the computer. And I did pop up a screen to share with you. Where is it? That one there. Okay, there is a whole pile of information in here. Okay, this is my website, so you will find a lot of information in there about the individual oils. If you go down through that, you will find Essential Oils 101. And there's a lot of information on the individual oils, on the oil blends. You can go down to the kits. There's a whole lot of information on the kits. There is a blog. So the blog gets updated every 2 weeks. So at least twice a month, there is a new blog post. Let's see what this month's one is. This may not take you to it. Okay, this month we're doing spearmint at the moment. Spearmint is the latest one. And the last one was lavender there. I've been talking about lavender all day. So spearmint is the current one, which is cool because spearmint is on special this month. So if you sort of want to know a little bit more about it, it's there. And if you do want to know the specials, seeing as I mentioned them, you will find the specials as well. So there are the specials, and there's your spearmint at 10% off. Okay, so you will find a whole lot of information on the website, and I haven't put the website in the comments, so let me pop that one there for you just so you've got it. Okay, so that is theoilhut.com. Now, with that, that's how one of the ways that you can get oils into your house. Okay, so Irma is here, for example. I can see that Irma's watching today. Now, Irma is one of my team, okay, which means that if you've come across me because Irma mentioned it to you, that's great. That means that, we want to connect you up with Irma. So on the website, if you go to there should be an area, might be in the main menu there, that says meet the team. Okay, if we go to meet team, and hopefully that one, okay, no, once I click on that, let me just stop that screen and give you the meet the team one, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. Okay, when I go to meet the team, you will find a whole pile of the team there. So Irma, for example, if we flick through it, we will find Irma. She's in Egypt. There she is. So there's Irma. So if Irma or any of these other beautiful ladies or gents brought you along, or you've come across us through these guys, then if you go here, there's Irma's ID number, for example. So if you jump in and want to start your own wholesale account, then that is a great way to do it. If you've come through, like I said, any of the girls or the team, okay, you will find if you click on Irma, and it'll take me to another screen that may not be here, but that's going to take me to Irma's online shop. Okay, so there's Irma's shop. Now, with that, if you do click on to the beginning, the very first line says, jump in, give me an account. Well, that's automatically going to come up with my number, okay? But that's completely editable. So if it was Irma or Mary or Jody or whoever sent you along to the Oil Hut, just remember to pop their number in where mine is, okay? So that you're attributed to the right person, and they get the thank you, and you get to be, part of the network with them. So now let's just go. I should be a bit more clearer, not quite so scattered. That's what happens when I wasn't prepared today. I've been to the blood bank, and I've done a few other things today, and and now I've sat down, and we're just going through this, so it's all good. So you can go to Irma's site, Irma's page, for example, or any of the team, and you can place a retail order. Okay, so it's going to cost you retail prices, and you're going to get charged postage. It will be delivered direct to your door. Okay, so there's no commitment. There's nothing. You just place the order, pay for it, and it's delivered to your door. So that's a great way to do it. But you will be given the option when you do go to that page, you will be given the option to open your own account. Now, if you open your own account, two things will happen. Okay, you will either pay $35 membership and order whatever it is you need. Now, I was talking to a friend the other day, and she needs DDR Prime, and she needs frankincense and lemongrass. So if she goes in, she can just do the $35 and order the products that she needs, and everything will be at wholesale prices. So if you are after a few things, that's a great way to do it, because you will find you will save by doing that. But it also means you'll have 12 months of wholesale prices, and you can go in at any time, and any time during that 12 months, you don't have to pay the $35 again because you've already paid your membership fee. Now, all the kits include the membership fee. So the kits aren't a bad way to have a look and sort of see what it is that you want. So, for example, my friend that needs the DDR Prime and the frankincense, depending what else she needs, frankincense is in a lot of the kits. So she could actually get a kit that has frankincense in it, and then next month order the other products that she needs, and that way she can get the free product of the month, and she can get the wholesale prices and any bonuses that are associated with that. She can also have a look at the different kits, because there is actually a kit, I think, where there's one that's got, I'm pretty sure it's got frankincense in it, but I know there's a kit that's got DDR Prime in it. So, have a look through the kits. There's about 10 or 12 different kits. So you can, you can look at them price-wise, depending exactly what you're after. The Bedtime Bliss kit, for example, is all about oils for stress and relaxing and sleeping, where the Nature Solutions kit's got like 20 oils and a box, and it's got a diffuser, and it's got coconut oil, and it's got what else has it got in it? It's got the Easy Air Vapor Stick. It's got Clary Calm, Clary, So it's just got, just depends what you want. Have a look at the kits and see what you think. Now, if you're still not sure, message me. Just go, look, I was having a look at the kits. I don't know, but this is what I need oils for. And then I can give you some recommendations of the best way to do that and to get the oils that you need. So why do you want to have your own wholesale account? Because it's wholesale prices. Hello, 25% off just for that. Plus, if you do a loyalty order, now I do a loyalty order because I now get my supplements, my shampoo and conditioner, my soaps, my body wash, my laundry detergent, some of my cleaning products. I get them all from doTERRA. So, instead of taking that money and going to the supermarket, I get them from doTERRA. So because I place an order every single month, then I build up points, and every now and then, well, actually nowadays, every month I get free oil because I built up my points. So when you first start, you're kind of like, am I ever going to get a freebie? But once you after 3 months, you will get a whole pile of points. You'll get 3 months worth of points added. And then you'll also get more, like a higher percentage of points in return. So, to me, it makes more sense than that membership my card that I flash at the supermarket, because, with that, I get $10 off maybe twice a year. With doTERRA, I'm spending less than one big shopping, but I'm getting, like I said, all my cleaning, my skincare, my shampoos, I get all those through it. But I also then get like $50, $60 points, so which it works out roughly about $80 worth of oil for free every month. So it is a great way to build your collection, to use low tox products, to do it for yourself. And it's a great way to get your freebies, just doing your minimum order each month. Anyway, there is in the book a lot of information about that as well. And then I'm pretty sure, it talks about the rewards program, how to use your oils. And then it does talk a little bit about the mission statement of doTERRA, and you'll find that all the websites like Co-Impact Sourcing and the Source to You website and things are on there as well. Okay, and that's the book. Like I said, it just covers your basics, how to use your oils, where to get them, how to get them, why you might want to do that. So, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover today. I just wanted to cover some of the basics. And like I said, if you do have any questions, please just pop them in the comments, send me a message, ask away. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you and to help get oils into your house and show you the best and most effective way to do that, myself or any of my team. So, Mary, you'll see them. If you're going to meet the team on Facebook, on the website like I showed you, you'll see sort of a lot of the team. And I'm pretty sure that any of them will be happy to answer your question. Otherwise, pop it in the group. We do have a group called Together Inspiring Amazing, and that group is where we put there's posts every single day in that group. There you go, that one there. There is posts in that group every day that give you ideas and inspiration, and there's charts, reference charts, there's little videos, there's all sorts of things go into that group. So that's the place. If you've got a question, jump in there and go, what oil do I use? I had somebody ask me yesterday, what oil do I use for vertigo? So that's where we can answer that. And, if you've got a question, fair chance there's a pile of other people that have it as well. So we're happy for you to ask in there. If you sort of don't want to make it public, that's fine. Just send me a message and I'll get you some answers and give you some guidance along those lines. And I'm going to leave it there. There's lots for you to absorb just from that. Check out the video from the Camden Wellness Expo. That's there. There is lots of videos and online classes at Tiatheoillady. And if you want to look at the oils and find out a little bit more about the oils, check out the group and check out theoilhut.com. Now, if you are a bit of a seasoned oil user and, you sort of go, well, I want to make my own roller bottles, where do I get them? That is this page here. Go to this one, morethan-oils-newsouthwales.com, and you'll find that there are lots of roller bottles and different things there. That's this one here. There you go. So you'll find a whole pile of information there as well. Okay, well, I'm going to leave you with that, and enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you next Wednesday. And Susie's got a great class happening on Friday night, so check out it. We'll make sure that we pop it in the group, the reminder that one's on. If I forget, please just ask, what's the Friday night class? Because it's usually about oils and crystals, and it's been about manifesting lately. So she's been doing some really interesting stuff in that class. So you're welcome. It's a free class as well. You're welcome to jump on and listen. That one's on Zoom though, so you actually have to go into that one, unlike this one where I just talk to space and hopefully somebody hears me. Righto, good night. Enjoy your week.